In this video, I'm going to show you how to transform your NinjaTrader into TradingView. So if you've been using TradingView and now you started using NinjaTrader and it's just a bit different and you would just like it to be like TradingView or as similar as possible, so you don't actually have to go charting on your TradingView and then come back to NinjaTrader to execute your trades. Here's what you can do. I'm going to show you some tips over here and some things you can actually do to transform your NinjaTrader into as close of a trading view as possible, okay? Now, it's not entirely possible. You can't add a lot of things like, for example, emojis on your chart and stuff like that. However, it can come pretty close. So let me show you all the things you can do over here, which are similar to TradingView, and then maybe you'll be able to use your charting in here from now on, okay? So first is chart customization. Now, as you know, on TradingView, you can chart pretty much whatever you want on there and change things, change backgrounds, change candles, the colors, how they appear, etc. Now, this is also possible in here. Up top, you can see this chart style button, which allows you to go and change it. So you can do line on close over here. You could do candlesticks, you can do boxes, you can do pretty much whatever you want. I'm going to keep it at candles right now, but that's one functionality that TradingView offers, which NinjaTrader has as well. So you want to go and right click, and then in here you have things like in the data series over here. So you want to go to data series, and if you scroll down, this is going to allow you to change the colors of your bars. So if I click on over here, I'm going to click on a drop down and then do, for example, light blue for up bars, and I'm going to do yellow for down bars, and then for doji bars, we're just going to do a red. Now, if I click on apply over here, you can see in the back, it did change this exactly as I wanted. If I scroll down, you can also customize different things like colors for executions, colors for different trade lines, etc. And yeah, that's one way you can go and customize this, just like in TradingView. Then the second way is going to be backgrounds. If I right click, I can go to properties or press Ctrl T. And in here, if I scroll down again, you can find a chart background, the crosshair labels, and like all of these things you have over here. So for example, the grid lines, you can change all of these colors. So I'm actually going to go and change this a bit. I'm going to make it like light gray, apply. There we go. As you can see in the back, it's actually working. I could also go and change things like grid lines. So I'm actually going to go click on here and then on here, and I'm going to make these red over here just so you can see how it looks. I'm going to make it solid, and then I'm going to do the vertical as well. Same thing. There we go. Apply. Okay, as you can see, I'm now customizing my chart. So this is much like in TradingView. You can customize your charts in here as well and kind of try and transform your NinjaTrader into TradingView. So that's the first thing you of course can do. Then if you know, on TradingView you have a drawing toolbar. Now that drawing toolbar can be put wherever you want on your chart, and you can just click on a specific thing and then use it to draw whatever you want. If I go and right click over here, you can see there's drawing tools, but it's really inconvenient because you have to use either these keyboard shortcuts or just click on the one you want to actually be able to use it, okay? But it's not actually that complicated. You could do the same thing you can on TradingView, and it's pretty much a similar same feature. So you could go and right click and go into indicators, and then from here, you want to go to search and type in draw. Here you have the drawing tool tile. It's an indicator from here, so you want to click on it, click on add, and then in here you can see rows, however many you want, and I'm actually going to show you what this looks like. So it's this thing over here, as you can see, pretty much the same thing as in TradingView, but if you go to down here where you can see drawing tools, this is where it comes in, okay? Because you can see you can put whatever you want here. So you can add on like arrows, you can add on different things, pretty much all the things you can put on your chart. So all the drawing tools can be enabled over here, and you'll be able to then use them from this shortcut menu, which you can of course move around just like you can in TradingView. So I'm just gonna go and do some random things over here, for example like this. Apply. There we go. It updated. I can click on OK, and that's gonna work. But if you want it to be like one line or one row, you could do one, apply, and there we go. It's looking much like TradingView right now, okay? And you can of course use any of these to click and then drag and draw. And as you can see, if I showed you this chart, you'd be like, okay, that's pretty similar to TradingView, and it actually is. And yeah, that's many more things you can do, which I'm gonna show you now, okay? So we have the toolbar, drawing toolbar. This is now here, and that's how it works. Now, also, if your chart is moving around weirdly, if you have like issues, you could always right click here on this kind of side panel. You want to right click where you can see the price, go to properties, and I usually put it from automatic to fixed, because if it's fixed, then usually it doesn't jump and glitch around, okay, which is also quite convenient, and it's similar to what TradingView does. Now, if you want to go and move your chart, of course, you can left click and drag around, and if you control and left click, so use control on your keyboard and left click, you can actually move it around wherever you want, which is also quite nice. Now, you can also use market replay. You know, you have the replay mode in TradingView, and of course you can also do it in here. And you can do this by going to connections up top and connect to playback. So if you click on that, you can then just go and select market replay. You can select for a specific thing you want to do. You also have historical data in here for a bunch of different things, which you can then go and of course load up. So I'm going to select, for example, for S&P 500, I'm going to select and I'm going to click on a download. And I'm actually going to select, for example, I don't know, let's do this one, which I have open on my chart. I'm going to download historical data. It's going to start loading data. And then when it loads in, when of course this stops being gray over here, you'll be able to then use it and use the market replay, okay? I do have a market replay tutorial on my channel, which is going to teach you a bit more in depth on how to do this. But this has now loaded in here, so I can just go and press continue. And there we go. Right now, I'm currently connected to my simulated data feed, so I have to first disconnect, and then I can go inside here. I'm actually going to find the same one. I've downloaded the data already, but I'm actually going to do this again so it refreshes, and then you can hit this continue button, and you'll be able to essentially just go back and do the market replay, okay? Again, this I'm using demo data right now, but of course you can do it with any data you want. So I'm going to press continue. There we go. It's going to open up this playback over here. And of course, I can go and start playing it. And as you can see, it's going to start, of course, moving my chart. I could also go and click on over here to actually move in time. I could go and change speed over here. So if I want to do 8x, it's going to go 8 times faster. Then I can, of course, go and kind of see what happens. I can also go and select historical market replay or whatever you want and select the start and the end dates as well. And then you can just move through it over here and play it through. And it's going to basically start loading your chart and playing it through for you, okay? That's also quite nice. Now, if you want to make bracket orders, which is possible inside TradingView as well, but may seem a bit complicated in here, it's actually not. Let me show you. I'm going to disconnect from playback, and I'm going to go to simulated data feed again, okay? There we go. Now, from here, if I actually go and click on over here on the right to see this chart trader, which you can pull up by clicking on here and then click on chart trader, you can see you have this ATM strategy. Now, this is going to allow you to do bracket orders. So I'm going to click on here, and then I'm going to go and click on, for example, custom, and you can go and always edit this. And you can, of course, edit whatever you want. You have the stop loss, the profit, the stop strategy if you want to add those as well. And when you do that, you can just save it as template if you want to, or you can hit OK. And of course, it's going to pop up just for now. Now, if you save templates, they're going to be down here, but I don't really have or need a template right now. So I'm just going to leave this like it is, okay? And now I'm actually going to place an order. So this chart is a bit weird because as you can see, I do have historical data. So I'm actually going to pull it down like this so I can find this part over here. There we go. That's what I was looking for because I'm currently, of course, down here. Now, what I'm going to do is place an order. I'm going to go buy market. Yes. And as you can see, there we go. This is the bracket order. I can also move it by clicking and clicking again wherever I drag. And that's also quite convenient. You can change your, as you can see, your stops and limits and stuff like that, which is quite nice. Now, that's one more thing you can, of course, do, which is similar to TradingView, and we're already there. So we're also going to use some indicators. Now, as you know, TradingView is very, very big on indicators. They have like a lot of indicators, community indicators, etc. It's actually quite amazing. But NinjaTrader has a similar thing as well, okay? And they call it basically NinjaTrader ecosystem, okay? And inside that, you can essentially get different indicators from people who made them, and you can then install them super easily. So let me show you how to get those. Of course, if you have your own indicators and you want to add them, you can do that as well. But essentially, you have to go to Google, type in NinjaTrader ecosystem, and then go to this website, which pops up over here. That's the link you can see up top. And then in here, you can just search for different trading indicators, automated strategies, user app share, free stuff, whatever. I'm going to go to user app share over here, where you can find different things users are sharing. And this usually takes a few seconds to load, so I'm actually going to move this away. And I'm also going to show you how to install these. It's super, super simple. You have to go to Tools up top, and then you have to go to import, and then you have to click on NinjaScript add-on, and then from here essentially it's going to pop up your files. You have to find whatever you want to put in here. So as you can see, I have like some indicators over here. You can just click on a zip file, click on open, and it's going to install it in here. So as you can see, this has now opened. There's like some indicators over here. I'm actually going to just use this first one. You can sort by things, you can enter in keywords. There's a bunch of things in here you can find and of course use as custom indicators inside your NinjaTrader. So that's going to open up that page over here. Shout out to this guy who actually created this, but I'm just going to go and download it. And you'll see it's going to be actually a file, which is a zip file. So I'm going to accept this, click on download, and then it's going to download as a zip. There we go. And if I now go back to NinjaTrader, I can go to tools and I can go to import NinjaScript add-on. And then from here, you'll see, there we go. Piece of tape is here. Click on it, open. You're going to have to confirm this. So of course it's okay. And you trust the publisher, and you have to just wait for a few seconds and it's going to pop up. There we go. It's going to pop up this thing saying NinjaTrader successfully imported all scripts contained in the NinjaScript archive file. You can click OK. Sometimes it's going to require you to also go and restart your NinjaTrader. So if you have to do that, just go and close it down, reopen it, and it's going to be fine. And then from here, if it's like an indicator, you of course will be able to find it inside indicators. But if it's anything else, you can always find it. So I'm going to go in here, for example. I'm not sure what that one is actually called. Yeah, it's this one, piece of tape. As you can see, I can just go and use it. I can double click it, apply it, and it's going to go to my chart. So that's quite convenient. Custom indicators are also very possible inside NinjaTrader, much like inside TradingView, okay? And these are kind of the main things I wanted to talk about in this video. If there's anything else, I do have a lot of tutorials on my channel on TradingView, so you can go watch that as well, where I show you how to do different things in here. And of course, some of those or a lot of those are going to be similar to TradingView as well. So that's essentially it. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please subscribe to the channel and help me out as well.